Hello bandits. Courtesy of the folks at Nacon and Neopica, today I'm taking a look over the slow-moving, stalking, shooting, duck hunting and dog chasing Hunting Simulator 2. Hunting Simulator 2 does pretty much exactly what it says on the tin. This is a single-player title available on PC, Xbox, PS4 and Nintendo Switch. You'll travel across 6 distinctly different maps through Colorado, Texas and Europe. This is a slow-moving one where planning and stealth could mean the difference between bagging a deer or losing track of a cougar after tracking them for 20 minutes. But I'm not bitter. With different doggy companions providing different bonuses, 33 different species to hunt, and 160 different weapons, accessories and clothes, you can mix it up to your heart's content. There is a fairly decent AI to the title, meaning that you do have to be a bit careful, and planning will need to take into account things like wind direction, line of sight and smell to be successful. Hunting Simulator 2 is rated by PEGI at 16 and above, and by the ESRB as T14. The only real element to watch out for here is violence, but of course it is a fairly large one. You'll be aiming to bag deer, elk, foxes, cougars and any number of animals with zero provocation. If an animal doesn't depart this mortal coil instantly, you'll also need to follow it using a blood trail and will find it looking decidedly deceased. In terms of animal cruelty, there are obviously some things to unpack here. If you're not a fan of hunting, this is not going to be a title for you. However, there are elements in place leading to aversion in animal cruelty. This could be things like using incorrect ammunition or taking too long and too many shots in order to kill your quarry. Restrictions are also in place over many female animals. Overall, it's definitely not one that I would recommend for the younger players to see or play, but would agree with the age of 16 or so. Certainly worth thinking about before you let anybody younger than that get their hands on it. And with that stacked up, onto the rundown. Visuals good. While not perfect and with some rough edges here and there, the visuals in-game are pretty good overall. There can be some bugging about with your companion's icon, but overall the 6 locations are well crafted and manage to feel real. Audio good. Again, in general the audio is good here. The voice acting in itself is good as well, but repetition of phrases can be an annoyance. Animal calls are well used to notify you of potential locations, and other effects are well implemented. Narrative fair. There is a form of progression here as you get new accessories, weapons and licenses, and of course as you move to new areas. There isn't, however, any actual narrative in the title. I've rated this as fair simply because as a sim title it's not really expected. Replay good. This is another area which could have been a little better but still puts in a good showing. The maps are a good size, and if you want to walk directly across them you'll need to be willing to put in a fair bit of time. The different skills of the companion animals, different weapons and ammunition requirements, and to an extent the different clothing, can give you a reason to jump back in. The addition of multiplayer here would have been a great idea for replay value, however the single player does still feel right overall. Overall, the Pixel Bandits caliber level for Hunting Simulator 2 is enjoyable. This is another slow title and not one to be jumped into if you're looking for fast action. To track and bag larger creatures you'll need to invest time and thought. There have been a few times where I've spent considerable time tracking a creature, only to lose the blood trail and go home empty-handed. As a simulator, it does work very well with the basics, but I would really like to see more things, such as bullet drop. I'm not a hunter myself and have found it enjoyable, but I don't think you should approach it as a true-to-life sim. It is not going to be one for everybody, but if you're a fan of methodical and tactical tracking, this is a really strong showing. I've really enjoyed the tracking features, and to be honest, it brought the style of play that I was really hoping that Monster Hunter would take. Overall, if you are looking for expansive maps, tactical planning, and solid tracking features, this may be one for you. While it does have some issues, it's one which I've been properly pulled into to emerge hours later, either utterly defeated or completely victorious. And that's all I've got for you today. Don't forget to join the conversation over on Facebook and Twitter, and let me know your thoughts on this one as well. As ever, more reviews, streams and absolute nonsense coming your way very soon, so don't wander too far.